Assuming I was going to win first. First of all, thank you, John, for the wonderful nomination speech, and thank you for choosing me as your candidate. It is an honor to represent the NDP in this community, and I am proud to help you have your voices heard. As John mentioned, I've been involved with the party since 2003, and over that time I've seen this riding association put forth excellent candidates and run superb campaigns. And I have no doubt that of all the candidates running in this riding, be they conservative, liberal, Marxist, Richard Walsh Bowers, that I have the most talented and dedicated and loyal, energetic supporters who will help me win this election. With your help, we will help change the political tide in this riding and bring the change that only Jack Layton and the NDP can bring, and we know this to be true. Now, John already went through most of the issues in this election. That's right. So I'll be very brief in this, in that this election finds this riding in this country struggling with many different issues. Jobs have left this community and other communities that we have to face the reality that most of these jobs aren't coming back. Harper and his corporate friends are not going to bring jobs that were lost back to this economy and other economies. And, like John mentioned, through my experience with my chartered bank, I also know that families are struggling with basic needs. We're talking about access to basic nutritious food. I marched in downtown Kitchener today with over 50 people in support of trying to raise welfare rates so that people can have access to basic food. There are people in our community who can't afford a normal diet. These are things that a lot of us take for granted, and that is an absolute shame. As well, families are struggling with access to affordable childcare. A lot of these families could work if it didn't cost more than a mortgage payment to put your child in daycare. Again, another shame. And something that Michael Ignatieff, although he's proposed many things, does not go far enough in making sure that we have adequate and sustainable and affordable childcare. And finally, like John mentioned, and I responded to an email today from a University of Waterloo student who's in engineering, whose tuition is $6,000. That's not per year, that's per semester. Her education, just to sit in the classroom alone, will cost her $24,000 plus. This is absolutely ridiculous, and we need, as NDPers, to push ideas forward in order to help students and help people in our communities. The Liberals and Conservatives say they know what's best for families. They like to stand up in podiums and tell us. They don't come even close, and we know that. Like I said, as an advisor at a bank in this community, I have helped families and small businesses through this difficult time. People that are hungry, people that are sad, people who have been lied to and are angry at corporations who have taken away their jobs, have taken away their pensions, and taken away their basic rights and security. This is absolutely serious, ladies and gentlemen. And Canada is becoming less and less the Canada that Tommy Douglas and the NDP once dreamed of building. I know that the NDP is the party with the right ideas and the right people to help families and small business get back on their feet. We know this is true, ladies and gentlemen. But speaking of truth and speaking of belief, I want to address the overwhelming fear which is overcoming some of our supporters both locally and nationally. And I want to ask, where is our confidence? It is because of the courage and determination shown by NDPers throughout the party's history that Canada has a social safety net. We've also heard traditional NDP voters back the Liberals out of fear and nervousness of a Harper majority that just isn't going to happen. We, as NDP supporters, must remind these potential strategic voters of their true beliefs that they are sacrificing their vote and their values to support a party in which their voices will be lost. That is why I need all of you in this room tonight to talk to your friends and family and tell them that the NDP is the right and only choice to have your voice heard and to continue the tradition of progressive ideas and to bring Canada back to being the best country in the world. Finally, I know we have a daunting task ahead of us. Peter Braid and his team want to ensure a larger margin of victory, and Andrew Talegny will stop at nothing to be re-elected. We must show that we are above that fray, that absolutely poisonous argument between Liberals and Conservatives. We will show this community and this country that the NDP is above politics as usual and is looking to find solutions for all Canadians. Again, I thank you all for your attendance and thank you for your support. So let's go out right now. Let's go out tonight, tomorrow, Sunday, and days after, and win the election one vote at a time. With our leadership, conviction, and belief in positive change, victory here is possible. Thank you.